Good afternoon, all my stamping friends. This is Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. Thank you so much for joining me today for our Saturday catalog copycat cards. Let's start by giving away the card that was made last weekend. And this was made with our new spiral die background stamp. And we stamped it in two different colors. And the way that it works is we stamped with the one color first, and then cleaned the stamp and then re-inked it with the second color, rotated the stamp 180 degrees, and then stamped over it so it filled in all of the white space. Isn't that fun? I really love playing with this one. So let's go ahead and give away this card. And thank you to everybody who commented. I really appreciate all your comments on Facebook and YouTube. So let's see who the winner is. And our winner is Patsy. So Patsy, I will put this in the mail to you. I hope that you enjoy this card, and thank you to everybody for watching and for your comments. So today's card comes again from our brand new annual catalog, which is only a couple weeks old. It has all kinds of wonderful things in it. And this suite in particular caught my eye. I just love this. This is called the You're a Peach suite. Super summery. I love all the colors. They're all pastel peaches and greens and rust and white. Just a really, really lovely suite. The entire suite comes with the bundle, which is the stamp set. So it's Sweet as a Peach, which is a photopolymer stamp set. And there's a lot in there, a lot of different sentiments, 20 actually. There's 20 stamps in here. And then the coordinating dies are called peach dies, no shock there. And look at all these different ones that come with this. So there's all the outline of the fruits themselves and the leaves. So there's some little flower cutouts and some vines, and also for a sentiment. These sentiments are really tiny. They're little itty bitty ones. So this die will be perfect to stamp and then die cut to make a sentiment on a project. So that is the bundle, which we're going to use. And then the suite consists of that bundle, the 12 by 12 designer series paper, which you can see a lot of the samples here are used, and they're just all lovely, lovely colors. And also these mini jam jars, which are brand new to Stampin' Up, and they can be used to put in some preserves. And look how cute the lids are that they created with a little bit of twine. I just think it's adorable. So the entire suite is $57.25, and by the way, we are on page 60. And then the bundle itself, without the jars and without the designer paper, is just $36.75. Okay, so we're going to play with this one today. And the card we're going to make is this one right here. It's one of these smaller cards, really quick and easy. So I should set a timer to see how quickly we do this card. I'm thinking it will be less than 5 minutes. So our products that we need today are, of course, our stamps. I have the hello, and then there's this little tiny, like a starburst kind of a shape. And then this is the outline of the vines and the leaves. And then this is the actual fruit. So it's going to be a two-step stamping type of stamp. And then our ink colors are Cajun Craze and Pear Pizzazz, and our new ink color, Pale Papaya, which is really a fun peachy color. And then we need some ribbon. So I chose this one, which looked very similar to what they used in the catalog. This is our metallic ribbon. It's in Blushing Bride and Petal Pink duo color. And it is from our January to June mini catalog. So this is still available through the end of June. And then our cardstock is a piece that is 4 by 8, and it is scored at 4 inches. And this is Petal Pink. And then I have another smaller piece that we're going to use for the hello sentiment. And then we did need some dies. So I pulled out my circle dies, and I used the very largest die circle to cut just a piece of our basic white cardstock. Okay, so not a lot of products are needed here. It's going to be a very quick card. So let's go ahead and get stamping. Oh, and we need our Stampin' Seal, of course, and our dimensionals. All right, so first step, let's go ahead and stamp our leaves and our stems and those are going to be in the Pear Pizzazz, which is a really pretty pale greenish color. And again, this is a two-step, so we're going to stamp one part first and then add the peaches afterward. And I'm just following along here with what I see in the catalog. So let's put that right about like that. Oh, that's a little dark. You know what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp off and do that again. So let me just pull in a piece of scrap paper here. Well, actually, I probably have enough ink on there, so I'm just going to flip it over. That's the nice part about our cardstock. It is so thick that we can flip it over, try again on the other side if we aren't happy with the result. Okay, that's better. Much more subtle and soft. So I'm thinking I might have to do the same thing when I do my peaches. And the catalog shows the fruit that they did was a little bit more on the gold side, but I think the peaches need to be peach color. So I am using our pale papaya. Let's see how dark that's going to be first before I put it onto my circle. Yeah, okay, so first generation is going to work well. And then there's a little tiny notch, I don't know if you can see, right there on the tops of these fruits. So I'm going to line that up with these stems as best I can to get that so it looks like the fruit is hanging right off of them. Let's see how we do here. There we go. Oh, that looks so cute. I love that. And the stamp itself is not solid. You can see how it has some variation to it. So it really gives kind of a lifelike look to the stamping. Okay, so there is our circle with the fruit on it. And then our next step is going to be to add, I'm going to use the Cajun Craze and that little tiny starburst stamp. And this one for sure, they did a couple that are full strength, and then the rest are all kind of stamped off like that. So I did 3 by inking it one time, and then I'll put one more here. And I'm going to rotate my stamp a little bit so that the design is different in each place. And then they put a few more down here on the bottom like this. And then maybe one more dark one and a couple more of the light ones like that. Okay, so we get a nice variation of color by not re-inking. And then our sentiment is going to be here. And they, I think, used a lighter peach, but I want mine to be a little bit more prominent. So I'm again going to use the Cajun Craze and this little itty bitty hello. So I'll stamp that right here in the middle, like that. I'm going to give that just a quick second to dry because I have to do some cutting. And so let's first put on our circle right onto our card. So I'm just using a few dimensionals. And this will elevate that piece on my card, which gives it just a little bit more of dimension. And then that goes right here in the center like that. I love these little cards that are 4x4. Okay, and then I'm going to bone folder to make that crease nice and crisp. And then we need a piece of our ribbon. So I will cut approximately maybe 2 inches or so, just like that, a little bit of an angle. And then our hello. All right, so here's what I'm going to do with the hello. I'm first going to snip in this direction. All right, get that kind of even so we have the same amount of space on either side of the stamping. And then we're going to make a little bit of a banner. Actually, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller because I don't want that banner notch to be very deep. I want that to be a little bit more shallow. I'll show you what I mean. All right, so we're going to put a cut right in the center. This is how to make a notch. So I cut it right in the center. And then I'm going to take my scissor from the outside corner in each direction and meet it right at that center cut that I made. So if all goes well, this should be quite even. There we go. So there's the one side. And then the other side, I'm going to do the same way. So I'm just going to make a little cut, and then I'm going to cut in from each corner to the center. There we go. Okay, so there is our hello. It's a little wider than I would like it to be, so I'm just going to snip off a little bit more on each, the top and the bottom. There we go. Okay, now I think my ribbon is a little bit longer than I'd like it to be, so I'm just going to cut that down a smidge. And then that gets placed onto the card. I'm going to use a little bit of our Stampin' Seal and lay the ribbon right on here like that. And then our hello will get popped up with a dimensional. And we are done. That was a very quick card. Quick and simple, has a little bit of shine with that ribbon. And the two-step stamping is so cute. Yeah, so super easy card to make. So let's bring in the catalog and I'll show you their card. So there's theirs, and then here is mine. So that was a really quick and easy card to make. It could even be a little bit smaller. If it was to be like 3.5 by 3.5, that would still work. So really any size could be used. Isn't that cute? So that's a really fun card. I love that one. Okay, ladies, so I have a little bit of a bonus for you since it is the Memorial Holiday weekend. And I wanted to offer everybody who places or who puts a comment regarding this card onto Facebook or YouTube this card. So I'm going to make as many cards as there are comments. So next week I will be sure to let everybody know who is going to receive the card, but just all you have to do is leave a comment and you will receive this card. So I'll make a bunch and mail those out to you. Okay, ladies, also this suite is going to be featured in my June Stamp Your Way classes, so watch for details on that. If you like it, you might want to attend that class. All right, I think that is it for today, so thank you so much for joining me. Have a lovely weekend. Remember those who serve and who sacrificed, and enjoy your holiday. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.